Hi everybody, Russell Brown with the Department of Communications alongside John Jefferson. He's the Director of Capital Projects for Forsyth County. Welcome back to On the Move, where we go inside some of the larger construction projects around Forsyth County. John, today we're down here in South Forsyth, about as far south as you can get here on McGinnis Ferry. What's going on behind us? A lot of activity.
Sure. This is the McGinnis Ferry interchange. The bridge behind us is going to be replaced. It'll be a full diamond interchange with southbound, northbound off-ramps and on-ramps from Georgia 400 to McGinnis Ferry Road, and McGinnis Ferry Road will be widened to our west. And then the city of Milton has got a project that's going to follow behind that to continue the widening to the west. And then the county, along with the city of Alpharetta, city of Johns Creek, and the county, as well as GDOT, are partnering to widen about 4.7 miles of McGinnis Ferry, extending from Ronald Reagan Boulevard all the way over to the entrance to Johns Creek Hospital.
So a lot of municipalities that play with this one, and we'll get into that here in just a minute. But first, John, when did construction begin on this?
The interchange began construction in September of 2021 and should wrap up in March, April timeframe of 2024.
All right, so moving along pretty quickly, and as you can see behind us, a lot of activity here today as we get into the summer months of 2022. So, John, what does this mean for traffic right now and moving forward over the next couple of years?
It's going to be worse before it gets better. Obviously, this is a well-traveled route. The construction is going to add to the complication. There, as you can see, there are trucks traversing the roadway, relocating utilities, so please be patient with us, with the contractor, as we work to improve the roadway.
Now, the good news is, come 2024, hopefully sooner, maybe even that, when the project is done at the rate that you and the team are working, what is that going to mean for traffic in this area? Because this is a very highly congested area on the south side, so this is a great thing for drivers, I imagine.
Absolutely. It'll give you another way to get on or off of Georgia 400, northbound or southbound, and another way to find your way through the county.
So we talked about the multiple municipalities involved with this.
Yes.
I know that makes things a little bit complicated. Talk to us about what that's like, working with these other municipalities to bring a project like this together.
Sure. It obviously takes a team, and we've worked well with the folks at Alpharetta and Johns Creek, and they're as anxious to get this going as we are in the county. So it's been good to work with them, and there's been a lot of cooperation and coordination and collaboration.
Let's talk about funding from the county side of it. What's paying for this?
GDOT is funding a portion of it. The city of Alpharetta is funding a portion. Johns Creek is funding a portion, and the county is funding a portion.
Well, John, I know there's a handful of different funding sources for projects like this across the county. Sure. On the north end, 369 and 400. We talked about Ronald Reagan already and the funding source for that. One of the funding sources here in the county is a transportation bond. For those that don't know, what is that?
Sure. The Board of Commissioners authorized selling bonds. The county has a great credit rating, so they were able to sell bonds to fund transportation projects. The citizens, that was brought before the citizens, and they voted to do that. And that's funded a couple of significant projects here in the county. One of those was adding the third lane on the inside of Georgia 400 from McFarland Road up to north of exit 14 at State Route 20. And then there was some funding left over from that project, which was put into the interchange at 369 and 400.
So a lot of different ways that projects like this are funded, different municipalities helping out, yes. Of course, the state as well. Well, John, in my time here with Forsyth County, I don't remember there being this many major projects like this going on simultaneously. Just how busy is Forsyth County right now?
In terms of transportation projects, my team at Capital Projects has about $400 million worth of transportation projects, roadways, sidewalks, that sort of thing, either in design or under construction currently.
All right, so a lot happening around Forsyth County. We're going to bring you much more of it with On the Move as we go inside some of the larger projects around the county this summer and into the fall with John Jefferson, Capital Projects Director for Forsyth County. John, thanks as always.
Sure, thank you.